Hello, my name is Stephanie Evans and I'm auditioning for the play Unspoken Word as Joe. And before I complete my scene, I'm going to complete the piece to camera by answering the question, what is the best/worst date you've ever been on? For me, my best date is and the worst date are the same date because I've only been on one date. I have only dated one guy. I don't have much of a dating history. I promised myself I wouldn't actually try dating until I graduated high school, and it's just not easy to meet people, I think. But for the date, we met through Tinder, and it wasn't a terrible date, but it wasn't good enough that we were going to meet again. When we were texting, I felt like we got along, but when we met up though, it was different. I could tell very early on that I didn't feel like I wanted to see him again. It just was very easy to realize while we were actually talking to each other how different we were. He was a couple of years older than me and in a very different phase of his life. And while I'm still a uni student and still living with my family, he's had already graduated, had already moved out, and was a manager at the job he worked at. So I just felt like we were just in very different phases of life. So it was a bit intimidating how he seemed more mature than me, and I'm not really interested in someone who seems to be at a different level than me in that way. I know where I am in life and that I'm a young up and coming student who's just starting to get my life together, and when I graduate that will change, and I think that I'd like to be with someone who's in a similar position. Also, he lives pretty far away from me, so I think when he told me that he had never been to the restaurant that I recommended, it was already pretty clear that location-wise, I don't think we're really willing to make this work. So we were both polite. It was a very mutual feeling, I think. We just didn't text or call each other back. So yeah, it was pretty calm and easy. It was the best date because it actually happened, and the worst date because it didn't go anywhere. Now that I've told you about myself, I'm going to read scene 2 as person A. Yes. Here you go.
Thanks.
You alright?
Yeah. I was fixing my hair.
Cool.
Do you like it?
Your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Your face looks nice. Cool.
Oh, thanks.
Where'd you get it?
I got it in Bali actually. Yeah, there was this woman.
Called?
Sorry?
What's it called?
Oh, I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Go on.
Yeah, no, I was in Bali and there was this old woman with like hundreds of these, and she kept hassling me, but I really didn't want to buy one, so I picked two colors that she didn't have, red and white. And then the next day she tracked me down and she'd made me one, and I still didn't want to buy one, but she started crying and making this huge scene, so I sort of had to buy it.
Cool. It looks really good on you.
Thanks. Thank you.